I'm unsure about the lighting for this video. My window is there, letting in some sunlight, but it's a very cloudy day. I have my bedroom light on, so I don't know, maybe I'll show a filter over this. Hey, so I decided to do the Do I Have That Book challenge. I have the list on my laptop here. There is 20 books. I will leave a link to the original video in the description box below. The idea is that each of the questions asking you like, do you have that book? You have to find that book in a, I won't say a certain amount of time, but if you set up a timer or a stopwatch or whatever, set up a clock, and you know, I can like pause it after I find each book, but the idea is, it's basically a scavenger hunt to find a book that fits that description and find them all in as short amount of time as possible. So I have my stopwatch here. I probably will pause it. I'll pause it as I find each book so I can kind of talk about it a little bit. Some books probably won't need much discussion. I have my bookcases here. There's some down here as well. You probably can't see them. And there's actually some over there that I've been reading for my Owl's Magical Readathon. So they're in a separate box. So if I need to go and get them, that's going to cost me time. I'm going to start as I read the first question. But actually, you know, there's no even point in starting it. I did have a quick glance at the questions because I watched another video of somebody doing this, and the very first question threw me off. I was like, oh no. So I feel like, although I don't think anyone's actually talked about this, but I feel like I'm gonna give myself some penalties for not having a book that fits that description. I don't know what I'm gonna give myself though, because I feel like I was gonna give myself like a 10-second time penalty, but I think I might make it 5 because I feel like there's a lot that I don't have and that would really affect my time. So I'll give myself a 5-second penalty for not having a book, and I know straight away I've got a 5-second penalty because the first one is, do you have a book with deckled edges? And I had no idea what deckled edges means. I have absolutely no idea. So I had to Google it, and it's basically a book that has like sort of like, oh, I don't know, the edges are quite, from what I could see, the edges, I'll maybe insert a photo if I can find one, but the edges are quite rough. It said it maybe has a bit of like an antique feel to it. All my books have just like normal pages from what I can see, so judging by the description of deckled edges, I don't think I have a book with deckled edges, so that's already a penalty. So I'm gonna start the timer. Okay, so if I pop it here, you can see it. I know it's up there. Here we go. Start. So, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? Yes, I do. I do. Yes, stop that. Stop. 7 seconds. New Moon. I have the movie cover. Yeah. New Moon. You know New Moon. It's the sequel to Twilight. Edward's a vampire. Jacob's a werewolf. Bella loves them both. But who does she choose in the end? Have a guess. So that's great. That's a good start. I found 1. Are you allowed to use the same book twice? Probably not. I'm going to have to try and keep score. So I want to just keep putting them back. Otherwise, my shelf will be empty by the end of this. Okay, so, start. Do you have a book based on another fictional story? Oh god. Oh god, no. No, I don't think I do. I do. Stop the clock. I hope this counts. I think I do. It's, called Arthur, High King of Britain by Michael Morpurgo. This is a children's book. I've actually never read it. I remember buying it because I was obsessed, still am, with like the story of King Arthur, the Round Table, Excalibur, Merlin, all that. I love the story of King Arthur, and I remember I saw it and I bought it, and I think I only got like halfway into it. I never actually read it all properly, but I mean, that counts. King Arthur, was he real? Merlin, were they? Probably not. They were made up from like poems and stuff, so yeah, this is based on a fictional story. Yay me! Thank God I didn't give up on that one. That made me so excited. Okay, I'm at 22 seconds? Shit. I'm gonna try and read it at the same time. Okay, so, do you have a book with a 10 title? Do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Oh my god, no. No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes, yes. Stop the timer. Stop the timer. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, You Let Me In by Lucy Clark. It was a pretty good book. I read it last year. Basically a girl or a woman rents out her home on Airbnb while she's away, and when she comes back things don't feel right in her house. She feels that things are moving. She's convinced that the person who was there before, perhaps maybe they're messing with her. She's an author. Somebody's kind of basically, I'll say, stalking her. She gets kind of worried about that. I'd been wanting this book for a while. I read it and I really enjoyed it. I can't remember what I gave it. Maybe 4 star, maybe 3, probably 4. But You Let Me In, 10 letters. Is it? Yeah. Whoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. That was costly. That was costly on the clock. Good grief. That's hard when you're having to stop to count the letters. Okay. Where am I? Number 5. Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? Jesus Christ. Oh god. Oh yes. Stop the clock. Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. I love this book. I read it just in November last year and it was better than I thought it was going to be. I quite enjoyed it. For like a story that mostly revolves around characters, I really enjoyed the character development. I love the main character of Eleanor, and it's just her life basically. It's just following her kind of story. Stuff happens and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really like this book. It's a sort of book I think I could read again, definitely. But yeah, Eleanor is completely fine. E and E. Great. Ooh, that was better. That was better. Bringing that back. Okay, where am I? Oh no, there's no point in me even stop the time for that one. Do you have a Mass Market Paperback book? Now I had to Google what this one was as well. I did glance over some of these questions. I haven't looked at all of them, I promise, but this is one of the ones that I saw in the video. I had no idea what a Mass Market Paperback book was, and I'm pretty sure that no, I don't have one. It says that it's like basically it's smaller than just your normal like book. They're a smaller size. They're a bit more like cheaper made, I think. So I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that I don't. All my books kind of like, they're all mostly like the same size and stuff apart from a few, but I really don't think so. I don't think so. So moving on. Oh shit. Oh I mean, this is another one that I'm not gonna start the timer just yet. I shouldn't start the timer until I start looking. That's where I've been going wrong. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? I feel like that's one of those things where, I don't know why I'm having to look around. I don't really know, to be perfectly honest, because I wouldn't know if they were using a pen name. I know I have older books that were like pen names. A lot of these probably are like classed as like a pen name. Like, is J.K. Rowling classed as a pen name? Because her name's like, I know she's Joanne Rowling, but I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. I'm gonna have to say no and just give myself a penalty because I feel like I would have to look up. Like, I don't know, C.S. Lewis, is that a pen name? I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google C.S. Lewis. But I don't know, like, how are you supposed to know if someone's using a pen name unless it's something you actually... Like, what about J.K. Rowling? Is that classed as like a pen name? What's her real name? Joanne Rowling. I mean, I wouldn't really say that's a... C.S. Lewis. Clive Staples Lewis. No, that's not a pen name either. Authors with pen names. Okay. Oh, no. I mean, I looked up authors with pen names and J.K. Rowling was the first to come up, so I suppose it sort of is a pen name. Is it? Oh, I realised though, she did use a pen name. She used a pen name when she wrote that The Cuckoo's Calling and under Robert Galbraith, but I don't have them, so that's another penalty. So what have I got now? 3 penalties? The Deckled Edges, the Mass Market Paperback book, and an author with a pen name. There might be one here that's written by an author with a pen name, but I have absolutely no idea. So we carry on. Okay, do you have a book with a character's name in the title? I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take this one because that was quick. I'm gonna just take this one because my other Harry Potter books are in this set here, and that's my prop for propping up my timer. So I'll just have to go for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I feel like this had the potential to be something great, and I do think that as a stage show or as a play, it probably is pretty good to see. I can imagine it being good with like all the effects. However, I just feel like I wish J.K. Rowling had fully wrote it herself, because you know damn well that that was not J.K. Rowling. That was John Tiffany and Jack Thorne who wrote this. That they may have put her name on the cover, but you know damn well J.K. Rowling would never. At least I hope not, because sometimes I feel like it reminds you as if the author, like, returning to her book series after finishing them and saying she was almost like done with them, returning to her series years later, she scrapped all her notes and she doesn't remember all the rules and all the little plot holes and plot devices that she came up with, and she's tried to rewrite her story and she's forgot everything. Because, well, I hate time travel anyway. I'm not a massive time travel fan. I did like the time travel in The Prisoner of Azkaban because I thought it was done well. You know when it's like is it called like a time loop or a closed loop, where, I don't know, they're in like a loop, whatever. But I didn't mind that. This, however, I could not stand. I could not stand the time travel in this. I hated the main character of Albus Severus, Harry's son. Scorpius, is it Scorpius? Scorpius was okay. Seeing the others again was fine, but I just feel like it was a bad fan fiction. Bellatrix having Voldemort's love child. I refuse to believe that Voldemort, even as like a backup plan, would have a child. He wanted to be immortal. He thought he'd beat Harry. He was so confident he was going to beat Harry. I refuse to believe he would let somebody else share his DNA. But that's a story for another day. But that's our a book with a character's name in the title. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Why was it called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, to be honest? Because Harry Potter was barely in it. He was a terrible father too. Okay. We're still doing okay. Okay. Question 9. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? I know for a fact. I'll just take the first one here. This is A Dance with Dragons. It's my next one. I'm due to start on... What am I... Stop that. This is the Dance with Dragons Part 1, Dreams and Dust. It is the 6th book in the series of A Song of Ice and Fire. It is the one I am due to start next because I've read the other 5. I have 2 to go. I have this one, which is A Dance with Dragons Part 1, and I also have A Dance with Dragons Part 2, and then that is me all caught up with this series as far as the main timeline is concerned. We shall see if George ever gets around to writing a new one, and I'm pretty sure there's maps at the beginning of all of these. Oh my god, he thanked a lot of people. Oh, this one is for my fans. I love you, George. It has been a while between books, I know. And this is from April 2011? What have you been doing, George? To be fair though, I mean, you'd be pretty busy. Okay, here we go. Here's the north and the south. Listen, this is the best book to pick. Look at all those maps. More? We got more? Good old... Another one! Thank you, George. Where am I now? That was 2 maps in it. Okay. Number 10. Halfway there. Do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? Yes, I do. I have plenty, and I'm not going to use the Game of Thrones series again, even though I just used one. I'm not going to use it again, but I do have Sharp Object. Oh, I had 2 choices actually. I could have went for you as well. Look, I've got you as well right beside it, but I picked Sharp Objects first. Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I really enjoyed this book. I really liked it, and I'm pretty sure it is now it's a HBO series, but it's now a series. Amy Adams is in it. I want to watch it now, but you know, it's a pretty good story. Our main character returns to her hometown after the disappearance of 2 little girls. She is a journalist, I think. She is a journalist, yeah. And she returns to her hometown after the disappearance of 2 little girls. Stuff happens. It was really good. I love Gillian Flynn. I just recently read Gone Girl, and I really enjoyed that as well. And I really want to read... What's the other one she did? Is it Dark Matter? What's it called? Number 11. Do you have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else. Celebrity, athlete, politician, TV personality. Okay, now I'm not sure if this will count because it's a biography, but I'm doing so well. Lily Allen, My Thoughts Exactly, her book about herself. I mean, I assume, does that include like biographies? Yeah, she did write this herself, I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming that this is okay, yeah, because My Thoughts Exactly, she wrote it herself, and she's a singer, so it is her biography. Look how pretty that jumper is, by the way. Can we just talk about that? That's a pretty jumper. I love this book. I really liked it. So this is me, Lily Allen. I am a woman. I am a mother. I was a wife. I drink. I have taken drugs. I have loved and been let down. I am a success and a failure. I am a songwriter. I am a singer. I am all these things and more. When women share their stories loudly and clearly and honestly, things begin to change for the better. This is my story. I really enjoyed this book. It was so insightful, I think, to the world of a singer. Oh gosh, oh gosh. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Oh, shh.
Chat. Flowers. Oh my god, we have to go through every single one. I thought I had one with a clock somewhere. Do I have a clock? I thought I have a clock. We have to go through them all. I thought I have a clock somewhere. Don't I? Don't I? Oh gosh, we're getting in now. We're getting in. I need a clock. I said I have one with a clock on it. Where? I thought that had a clock. God save us. Nope. Oh god, oh god. Oh no. No! Oh god, oh god. I don't think any of those well. Nope. 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 Oh no! Oh god, I thought that had a clock. No, it doesn't. Oh Jesus.
Oh, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to stop. I don't think I have a clock. I don't. No. No clocks. Unless I forgot about my other box. No. No clocks. No clocks. No clocks anywhere. Oh, good. That's another penalty. I thought I did have a book with a clock on the front. Does one of the Harry Potters? Let me get to it. Oh, I can check from the back of this. No. That was a waste of time. That went terribly. Okay, back to this. Do you have a poetry book? No. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? I do! Oh my god though, can I use the same one? Oh no! I think I already used mine! Eleanor Oliphant, Book of the Year. I'll see if I can find another, but I don't think I have.
Let me film. All these just soon to be animated motion picture.
Yes, yes, stop, stop. I got one. I got one. Okay, well, I knew I had Eleanor Oliphant had the Book of the Year, one of the British Book Awards, but I already used that one earlier. But I have Elizabeth is Missing. It is the Costa Book Awards winner 2014. Do you see that? Yes. Woo! I knew I had another one. This is the story of an elderly woman with either Alzheimer's or dementia. It's not quite specified, but she suffers with her memory, and she is convinced that her friend Elizabeth, who is another old lady, is missing, and she sets about trying to find her. And I feel like the story was so well done. There were times where you got a little bit mad with your main character because she was so forgetful, and she would forget to ask people things, and she would go a place and she would forget why she was there. So I feel like the actual mystery is a really simple mystery. There is another mystery thrown into it as well, but the actual mystery itself is so easy to be solved. Like if it was a normal situation where a character would just ask where's Elizabeth, and then the person would tell them, whereas because our main character is so forgetful, she's being told the answer but she's forgetting, so every time she is still searching for her friend. That was alright. That was wild. That was wild. Okay. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? My initials are LT. No? No? I don't think I do. No? No. Oh my god, yes, yes, I do. I do! Good old Bubs! I Have a Beautiful Mind, A Beautiful Life, The Bubs Guide to Being Unstoppable. It is by Lindy Sang, I think it's pronounced. She's Bubs Beauty here on YouTube. Also Bubs Vlogs. I love her. I love her videos, and I bought her book last year. Good old Lindy! Yes! Thank you, Lindy! Thank you! I genuinely didn't think I was gonna have one. Gosh! I need more books. Good old Lindy! Yes, Lindy, thank you so much. I love this book. It's a guide, basically. It's a bit of a biography of her life and her journey, her YouTube journey, all her different adventures that she's been on, talking about her life, her family, her marriage, and it's full of lots of inspirational quotes and full of so much good advice. I absolutely love this book. It was quite uplifting. It was a good bit of light reading, and it was insightful, and it was great. I read it last summer, and it just really made me happy. I'm at 4 minutes. Oh my god. Right, okay. Do you have a book of short stories? I do! Oh my god, I do! I might as well start and stop it. The Tales of Beetle the Bard by J.K. Rowling. It's a lot of, like, translated from the original ruins by Hermione Granger. It's a lot of, like, little, short stories, but it's part of the Harry Potter universe. Tales of Beetle the Bard. Dumbledore leaves a copy to Hermione in his will, and they use it to help in the fight to stop Lord Voldemort. This is a lovely little book. I think I got it for Christmas one year, years ago, and it's just full of like little fairy tales, short stories. Yep. Good old JK coming through for me again. Do you have a book that is between 500 to 510 pages long? This is gonna take me an age to do this. 500 to 510? So it has to be in between. Nope, that's 600. 550. Oh my god, these are little books. I'm just gonna work my way. 497. Best. Oh, what about this one? Nope. Is there anything on that one? Oh, this one maybe. Nope, they're too fat. I haven't even read this one yet. Oh yes, stop it. Stop the timer. Okay, let me see. Oh no, the actual story ends at 493. And then they have like this about 100 pages of the houses. Wait, let me just, okay, let me start time again. Oh god, the book thief. Where's the page counter? Oh my god, no. Oh my god, I don't think I do. Oh, stop the book, stop the timer. Yes, I do, because the actual, like, the story ends on page, I don't know if you can see it, 500, and then the acknowledgements like 501. It is exactly 500 pages long. Is that how it goes? I take it's the story, because I mean then I've got like acknowledgements, and then that's, well, the acknowledgements is on till page 503. Karen Slaughter, The Good Daughter. I adored this book. I really loved it a lot. I think I read it last year sometime. It's a story about two daughters. Both of them are lawyers, basically. Their mum was killed when they were young, and their father is like he's a good defense lawyer. A school shooting happens, and our characters are trying to help solve it, figure out kind of what happened, what went wrong. They're trying to defend the client. It's a good story. I really love it. I love Karen Slaughter. I love her writing style. She just really gets me gripped. She does. Where did this book come from? Here. Oh my gosh. That was intense. Okay. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? I have a lot, but I'll go for this one. It's right in front of me. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. And I absolutely love this book. I had already an idea of what happened. I already knew the sort of story of it because of, I don't know, I just see like clips from it, clips from the movie. So I kind of had a basic idea. I knew what happened, but it still shocked me at times. I was still like, oh, because I didn't actually remember if what I had read or what I had seen actually happened or not, if I'd made it up kind of thing. So Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Bravo. Bravo. Woo, we're doing well. 5 minutes 40 seconds, but I have a lot of penalties. Okay, do you have a graphic novel? No, I know I don't have any graphic novels. I was never really a graphic novel fan growing up. I do have a couple of mangas. They're in like a box, but no, I'm pretty sure I don't. No, I don't. And the last one, do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? I actually do, and I think it'll count. If I can get it out. Get it out! Yeah. Dangerous Women, The Guide to Modern Life by Claire Conville, Liz Hoggard, and Sarah Jane Lovett. I got this for my Christmas from my friend, and I just read it for the Owl's Magical Readathon. It was my Ancient Runes book with a heart on the cover. There's the heart. There's the heart again in the back. I would call it like a lady bible. You know, it goes through the alphabet. It starts with A, ends at Z, and it has lots of different phrases, lots of different things like advice for like boyfriends, friends, family, beauty tips, stuff like that. But it's written by 3 women, so there we go. That is the last one. Oh my gosh, I did it in 5 minutes 48 seconds. I mean, I'm gonna give myself like a 5-second penalty for all the ones that I didn't have, and there was quite a few, so oops. I can't believe I didn't have a book with a clock on the front. I thought I did. Yeah, so that was my little attempt at this do I have that book challenge tag. It is a tag video. I tag anybody who wants to do this. I challenge you. I challenge you. You right now watching this, I challenge you. Have a go. See if you can beat my time. I will put my final time up here once I've worked it out. That was actually pretty good fun in a way. It was stressful, but yeah, so that was my attempt at this video. That was my attempt at this fun little scavenger hunt. It was actually pretty fun. I actually really enjoyed that. I should do more of these. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you feel like giving it a go, I will leave a link down below to the original video, and I will also leave the questions, the prompts, whatever you want to call it, in maybe like a comment down below or in the description as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video, whatever that may be. And stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye guys.